Hello YouTube, how the hell you doing? This is Bilo from the bottom, and this is episode 2. This was supposed to be episode 3, but my computer crashed midway through episode 2. What happened during episode 2 is I believe we got a Mega Lopunny 4-0 sweep. We got a loss at the end, and I believe it was just 2 matches. We talked about a few changes that I wanted to make to a GBA similar format and stuff like that, so I will talk to you about that, I think, in the next episode. I want to try and get the kinks worked out before I talk about something more important to me than just talking about the battles and why I chose specific moves and why I chose specific Pokemon. So this is the new team. We lost a game, so I decided to put who I felt was the MVP on that team other than the Mega on this team, and I told you guys in that episode, obviously you guys didn't get to see it, this was going to be somewhat of a hail team. Now, I used some of my favorite Pokemon. Obviously you guys see ckmyDuck all the way over there, and I wanted to put together a team that I could use Mega Abomasnow. So first off, we have Goma, the Air Balloon Heatran, with Flash Fire, Fire Blast, Stealth Rock, Earth Power, Toxic, Max HP, Max Special Attack, 4 in Special Defense. Now this is going to pretty much be our lead pretty much every time. That Fire Blast pretty much 1 to 2 hit KOs pretty much anything that doesn't completely resist it, and anything that pretty much resists it is pretty much 2 hit KO'd by Earth Power plus Stealth Rocks. So even if they switch around or try and screw around with us, Goma knocks him out in 2 hits, and we just have to play around him a little bit, especially with that huge Earthquake weakness. Next up is Made in China, the Hitmontop, with Leftovers and Intimidate, Sucker Punch, Fake Out, Rapid Spin, Close Combat, and Max HP, Max Attack. That Intimidate is going to raise his defense through the roof. Well, pretty much double it. Another thing that you could do on this set is you could change Leftovers to Assault Vest. Actually, I'm going to do that. Just change up what I was doing. I was playing with this team for a while, and I'll change up Close Combat, see if I can put on Drain Punch if he gets it. Nope, not Close Drain. Drain. He doesn't get Drain Punch, so I guess we're keeping Close Combat. Either way, it'll fuck people up. But this thing is pretty much going to be our wall, other than psychic types and things that can hit him extremely hard. Anything else, we either go into Paul or Goma. Now we go into Mega Tree. This was the idea behind this team. This is Mega Abomasnow with the Abomasnow with the ability Snow Warning, so that way we get that nice hail that we wanted. Earthquake to knock out as many fire types incoming as we possibly can. Blizzard, because it gets 100% accuracy, and fuck. Work offline. Let's see if that works. Okay, so we're back. Mega Abomasnow, he gets Blizzard, so that way it's 100% accurate. Ice Shard, so that way we can knock down Garchomps and stuff like that, and then kill it with the Blizzard, or Revenge kill it real quick if it's lower, and then Giga Drain to regain our health if we need it. Now, notice we have a negative nature here on our speed, so that way we go as low as we possibly can. Truthfully, I may want to take that out, but we can't really put the negative anywhere else other than speed. We have 252 in HP, so that way we get as much hit point bulk as we possibly can have. And then the amazing attacks of 126 in plus for attack and 126 plus for special attack. The reason I put that in attack is just because the 2 moves in attack are going... Earthquake obviously isn't stab, and it's going to be a little bit less powerful than Blizzard. And Giga Drain is pretty much equal with Earthquake with stabs, so that'll power up Earthquake and Ice Shard just a little bit more, so that way it brings it up to the level of Blizzard and Giga Drain power. Next up is, my name's Paul. This is Paul, the Slowbro, with Leftovers and Regenerator, with Psyshock, Ice Beam, Calm Mind, and Trick Room. This is one of our 2 Trick Room setters. He has 252 in HP, 252 in attack, with the same nature as, actually the reverse nature of Mega Tree, with a quiet nature. and 4 in defense, just to give us that extra little bit of bulk. Next up is Joker. Some people call him Cheshire. Most people call him Gengar. Black Sludge, Levitate, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Trick, and Sludge Bomb. Many people would wonder why I have Trick on Black Sludge. Now, the thing most people don't understand is on Goma, we have Toxic. If I Toxic a wall, say I'll use Cresselia as a very, very easy choice, or Ferrothorn. Obviously, you can't Toxic Ferrothorn. If I was able to get a burn off on Ferrothorn or something like that, and I trick him the Black Sludge, he then technically has Toxic damage and Will-O-Wisp damage. It's a very, very devastating kind of combo, and that's bringing him down, I think it's like 20% every turn, plus my attacks. It's a very, very quick way to get rid of walls. Sorry about drinking the water. My throat's really, really dry. Then we have 4 in HP. We have 252 in special attack, and we are invested completely in speed with 252, and we are timid to get rid of the attack stat just that little bit more. And last but not least, the MVP from last episode, ckmyDuck, which is Porygon 2 with Eviolite. As you guys know, with the ability download, we have Thunderbolt, Recover, Trick Room as our second Trick Room setter, and Tri Attack with 252 in HP, 252 in special attack, and 4 in special defense. Actually, we are going to change that right now. There's nothing that 4 is going to help us live. We're going to put that 4 in defense. Just so that way we have a little bit more bulk, especially since 95 base stat is going to end up being higher than the 90 base stat. Even if I invested, I think it's like 45 stats is going to be still a little bit higher. And the overall point bulk is going to be bigger with the HP bulk. So let's go find 2 games, and hopefully we will last a little bit longer with this team. But first I have to reconnect, so I will stop it here and you guys will rejoin me when I get a brand new game. Hey guys, we are back. We have a battle against Obi Dent. He's already started the timer on us just because I had to reconnect. But let's lead off with Goma. He's most likely going to end up leading off with that Klefki and give us a huge, huge advantage. And there it is. So he's either going to switch here or he's going to eat a huge Fire Blast from his mind. So we're going to Stealth Rock, just because most likely he's going to end up switching out. He's probably going to end up going into probably this right here, this Dragonite. That would be my choice. And this team's a very, very odd team, and he paras us. That is a really, really weird fucking move for a Klefki to be going against a Goma. Truthfully, I don't want to deal with this piece of shit. Fuck you. We have made in China to spin away these spikes. Let's just get rid of this thing so that way we don't have to deal with it anymore. Obviously, there's no real way to get rid of that para on this team, but by far, getting rid of that thing was definitely our best bet. So I'm going to set up, I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks, even though this Medicham it's not Mega. What the fuck? Okay, that's a bit weird. So he either didn't Mega Evolve because he doesn't want me to know it's Mega, which is retarded considering he doesn't have another Mega on his team, or this really isn't a Mega Medicham, which is really, really fucking weird. So we're going to fake out here, just see what he does. He's most likely going to switch into shit. What the fuck? Okay, this dude is playing really, really weird. I expected him to switch into Chandelure to block the Rapid Spin, but we really, really needed it. So now we're going to Sucker Punch, and it should bring him down to about 20%. Okay, so now we have very, very easy turns to make. We're going to Shadow Ball here. This thing's not any bit strong enough to phase us with having to worry about tricking him or something like that. And he goes into Fortress. So we're just going to Shadow Ball again, and it'll kill him. There's nothing really to worry about unless he has Custap Berry, which we didn't knock him down to his 30. This will kill him really, really quickly. Really sucks we didn't get our rocks up because that would break the multi-scale on Dragonite and stuff like that. I could really see Joker being the big fucking dog on this team. Definitely would be my bet. And he goes for Zen Headbutt. This thing is Choice Banded, which is why he switched out. So we go straight into Fuck My Duck, and we try attack. Because this will kill him. He is guaranteed either Banded or Choice Scarfed. And a Zen Headbutt may hurt, but it's not going to hurt us as bad as a high jump kick. And obviously, he would have went for a Zen Headbutt before he switched out on the Joker. As you see, we have a brand new avatar as well, which is really kind of awesome. I changed that up. I upgraded the settings on OBS so that way we are able to look a little bit better. Hopefully it's definitely a more enjoyable experience for you guys. I really hope that it is. I really, really hope it is, actually. I'm going to start working on trying to get the format of the screen just a little bit better, but I didn't want to sit here and struggle with doing that on one of my first times using the program. Obviously, this is only my third time using it, so I just wanted to make it work a little bit better, try and figure it out just a little bit more. And he has 90 seconds to go. I really don't think this dude's going to move until last second. I think he's going to sit here and timer stall us. I don't really see a move he can make without getting hit really, really hard. His easy move is to go into Chandelure, and he just lets that die. So he's Scarfed, definitely Scarfed. I believe that thing's speed is pitiful, but he's definitely Scarfed. So that means this Chandelure most likely is Choice Specs. And we have Paul to take that out. We're going to have to set up the trick room for Paul to be able to take that out, but we definitely have Paul to take that out. The one major difference with this Fuck My Duck compared to the last one is I believe we're running Thunderbolt instead of Ice Beam, which is going to be a little bit of a problem with this Dragonite. We're not going to be quad effective. We're only going to be 2 times effective, which I think will still be a 2-hit KO. But it may give us a little bit of problems in case it comes to that. And he goes into Sylveon, which is a really, really weird choice. So we're going to make him think we're choiced. So we're going to go for Tri Attack. It's obviously our better play anyway, but I would like him to think that we're choiced. Just that way we don't have to worry about it. We've only shown Tri Attack, and we don't really have to worry about it. Now I have a feeling a Pixilate Hyper Voice is coming our way. Just off of feeling. I have that feeling like that's what's going to happen. And if we live it and we're able to live another one, I will recover and then go Trick Room. And we took 29%, so we are going to recover. Even though we're moving second, there's a chance that this could kill, and it doesn't. He protects and shit like that. So we're going to expect him to try and move, but we're going to go for Trick Room. And we're going to start fucking this thing up. He wishes, so let's go ballsy. We're going to go into Mega Tree. He's probably going to protect here, expecting us to go for the move after we're finally able to be faster than this thing. And we have 3 turns where Mega Oboma Snow will outspeed everything on this dude's team, especially if that Chandelure is Choice Scarfed. It'll definitely hurt it quite a bit. Now we are just going to go for a Blizzard here. It's going to hurt anything, especially if he wants to go into the Chandelure. We can turn around and go EQ, and it's not really going to be something he expects, and it's 38%. This thing has a shittier physical defense, so we're going to go for Earthquake. And he protects. This thing is going to drive me up a fucking wall, just like the one on episode 1 did. Whew. I didn't expect to protect there, to tell you the truth. This thing's shown Hyper Voice, Wish, Protect. Maybe Shadow Ball's his other move. So we got 26% on Earthquake. I think we have one more turn of... Yeah, we have one more turn of Trick Room. How much did Blizzard do? 38%. This thing's knocked out this turn. So we're going to go for Blizzard. And it's gone. We don't have to worry about that thing anymore. Now, he goes into Dragonite. This is a very, very bad choice for him. If he went into Chandelure, I Ice Sharded, and it did probably 10 to 15%. IA Shard here, it's going to do about 25. Unless he E-speeds. But. And he goes for Outrage. Oh, he had Wish. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense why he did that. But we got a 44% hit off. Maybe this thing's not multi-scale. Maybe it's inner focus. That would be a bit weird, but it can also be common on a few Dragonite sets. Multi-scale normally is better. But we get a 58%. Mega Tree definitely hits harder than a lot of things. Damn, that's insane. And we get outsped. Now, this thing is extremely, extremely scary. So we're going to go for a Thunderbolt, pretty much because that's what we have to go for. And he won. So that's GG. We'll go at least 2 episodes with this team. Right now we're at 1140 after this game and the past loss. So we're at 1140. We'll probably go another battle or 2 in this episode. I ran into some weird teams when I was playtesting this team. Some weird teams. I wasn't playtesting on this account. I think I ran into a Goodra who was running Rain Dance, and he didn't have anything that could benefit from Rain. I think there was like an Arcanine on the team and shit. He was just like supporting himself. It was one of the weirdest teams I've seen. So this dude's probably going to lead off with a Skarmory. That would be my guess, and the Gardevoir is probably Mega. So we're going to lead off with Goma, because, see, Skarmory. So we are going to Fire Blast right away. There's nothing really that can absolutely take this. So either this thing's going to go down to Sturdy and set up 1 layer of spikes that we can spin away, or there's no really big drawback for us, like another Heatran on the other team, or an Arcanine with Flash Fire, or something like that, where it would be like, why the fuck did we do that? So that's my best bet here, is he's either going to go down to Sturdy and set up spikes or Stealth Rocks, or he's probably going to go out into Gardevoir. Those are pretty much his 2 choices. Everything else takes at least 35-40%. Remember, this is Fire Blast, not Flamethrower. Another weird thing I've been seeing, I don't know if this is just low ladder or all ladders, is everybody seems to be, I think it's a Fiery Vortex move. I can't even think of the word right now. It's not Inferno, and that's what keeps coming to my head, but everybody seems to be running that on Heatran, and it's aggravating the piss out of me. They'll trap in something like Paul and sit there and spam that, and Paul doesn't have a Scald on him, so all of a sudden we are going to start the timer because it looks like this dude is just being a cockhead. So the real Trump is being a dickhead. That's really surprising. So what we'll be doing is probably doing 4 episodes of this series a week, and we miss the fucking Fire Blast. We miss it. That really, really fucking sucks. That's going to scare him out, I guarantee it though. But we're going to go for it again. And we do 13% to Goodra. Now we're going to go for Stealth Rock, because this thing, if it carries Earthquake, it's going to do like 75%, and our balloon's not popped right now. And it hits us with a fucking Draco. Wonderful. So this thing is now pretty much weak as shit. We can switch in Paul. It's not really going to do anything. It goes for an Earthquake. He's running Draco, Earthquake, Goodra. Now, an Ice Beam's pretty much going to hit anything somewhat hard. The Skarmory's the easy switch in, but we're going to Ice Beam here. There's no reason to set up with Calm Mind or anything like that. I see him easily going out into Scizor or Skarmory, though. Those would be my 2 choices. He's got about 2 minutes left to choose here. So I hope you guys have had a good start of the year. He's at 48%. His defense is definitely higher than his special defense, so no reason to go for Psyshock. This thing is probably going to try and set up rocks and such. So we will go into Mr. Made in China. Okay, so he defogs. That makes it nice and easy. We're going to fake out. Don't know exactly if he's going to switch or not. We're going to fake out. He definitely could go for the Brave Bird here, which was probably his best move to do. Unless he doesn't carry Brave Bird and it's some kind of weird set where it's like Steel Wing or something. Which probably could be more usable, especially with how many fairies are running around. Okay, so we faked out. He takes 14%. I could go ballsy and go for Sucker Punch. Both of this thing stabs fuck me up. But the Sucker Punch could do quite a bit of damage, but it's traced my Intimidate. So we're going to go out into Goma. Now, I don't really see exactly what he's going to hit us with here. I'm assuming this thing's either Choiced or Mega. Those would be my two bets. Mega is more my idea, especially with having that Scizor on the team. A Scizor is more likely to be non-Mega, but this team is weird. We're going to go Toxic. Just Toxic this thing, see what it does. If it Megas, it Megas. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't really care. It's just better to scout this team out right here. And he lets me Toxic his Goodra. So I can't let this thing go down yet, just because of the Skarmory. So we will switch into Paul and see exactly what he's going to do. He's probably going to go for another Draco, and he misses. That really fucking sucks for him, and he's going to switch. So I'm going to Calm Mind. And he hits us with a Draco, and that means we need to switch. So we're going to go right back out into Goma, because I don't really see him doing anything else. That Draco hit hard, that crit. So we're going to let Goma go down. I really didn't want to do that, but definitely was my best choice. He goes back into Skarmory pretty much 9 times out of 10 here. We're going to Ice Beam. I probably should have Ice Beamed the first time, and this thing would have been taken down quite a bit. What is this thing? Is it Assault Vest? It has to be Assault Vest. Toxic is taking its fucking toll on it, though. Definitely a good move to go Toxic. With that crit, it was probably 2 times, which means... And we get a fucking super effective hit off on the Crobat. Fuck, what is he? Oh, he's going for X Scissor. Guarantee it. We got into Fuck My Duck. Fuck My Duck right here. Definitely the best play right here. We're going to go into Fuck My Duck. We don't have to fucking worry about anything. This thing's going to eat this hit like fucking rice. I chose rice because it's a Chinese joke. That's really fucking great, and I didn't even think about it. And he goes for the Toxic. So we're going to go for a T-Bolt here, because anything he switches in besides the Scizor is going to get hit hard. The Goodra gets taken out. The Skarmory gets taken out. The Noivern most likely gets taken out, unless it's a weird Focus Sash variant, especially since we're at 1.5 times special attack. That Gardevoir really isn't going to take it all too well. He may be brought down, and he lets the Crobat go down. So that was an easy play for us. Now we're at 5-5. Turn 15, it's not looking that great, but if we get rid of that Scizor, Mega Abomasnow pretty much can knock out the rest of his team. He knocks out Skarmory with a Blizzard. He knocks out Goodra with an Icicle Spear. He knocks out Noivern with a Blizzard. And then him versus Gardevoir is where it gets a little bit tricky, but it's definitely a good move for us to save Mega Tree here. And he could come in with a nice late game sweep here. We just want to start knocking down these walls. Definitely, if we knock down Skarmory and Goodra, there's not going to be very much for us to get hit by Now, I have a feeling he's going to go for a Draco again. He goes for a Draco, it's going to suck, and I don't have a fairy to sit here and eat him, but it's definitely going to be the choice. He actually goes for Sludge Bomb, which does 18% plus toxic damage, brings us down to 45%. So, what does he go into? That Scizor is really scaring me, especially that Gardevoir too. I'm wondering if he waited to Mega, or he's just saving his Mega Scizor, because I haven't seen that Scizor yet, I don't think. So we're just going to T-Bolt here. He hasn't seen it yet, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he didn't see it until this turn. He takes 59%, which is insane, especially since that wasn't special effective. We're going to recover here. He's going to Roost. We're going to recover. Actually, we got to switch, which really, really fucking sucks, and we really didn't need that. The Toxic fucking annihilated us. We took like half HP right there. And here is the Scizor. So we're going to fake it out. And it's probably going to go Mega. And it probably wanted to go Sword Stance. So let's see how well this fake out does. If it does 15%, I will stay in close combat, and then I will Sucker Punch. Because I don't really need Made in China. He's not really going to go balls deep and try and set up rocks again. And he doesn't Mega. Is this team no Mega or something? But he's definitely going to try and get rid of that attack negative. And he goes for Sword Stance. So there it is. Now we're going to Sucker Punch and kill this thing. Definitely the best choice. And we get rid of the Scizor. Now pretty much... Whoa! Oh, he Bullet Punched us. I thought they were the same priority level. I guess they weren't. We're going to go into Joker. So now we go... I don't want to go Trick because I don't know if this thing is or not. We're going to go Shadow Ball just because it'll hit pretty much everything. And now Bullet Punch is going to knock everybody out. So we go into Mega Tree and we go Ice Shard. Actually, no, we switch right back out into Paul. Let Paul go down. So now we have a really, really easy choice to make. We go into Fuck My Duck and recover, and then set up Trick Room after the hail is gone. Actually, we need to set up Trick Room now because this Gardevoir most likely will end up being Mega. Because we didn't see Mega Scizor. My guess is this is Mega. And then we just Blizzard. And see, Mega. Now we're going to try and get off one big hit right here. After that, we switch into 24%. So this will knock him down quite a bit. And he's just Calm Minding. This should knock him down to about 35%. 26%. Okay, so this is going to work pretty nicely. We have 2 Trick Room turns left. Now we go for... I wonder if a Blizzard or Ice Shard does more. And that's a little bit hard of an idea to do. I think we go Ice Shard just because he Calm Minded. There it is. So now we have 1 turn and then we get to kill something. And he made the wrong choice. Because now that'll knock out Noivern. Now, this Skarmory, I don't remember exactly. Oh, it's almost full. Fuck. Well, we gotta get lucky and get a Blizzard to hit. It does miss. Fuck. We gotta get him to miss Brave Bird. That's really what we need here. We'll go Ballsy and go Ice Shard. And he wins because we missed the Blizzard. So, good game. He, by far, was aggravating the piss out of me. Especially since he didn't show his Mega until late. But it definitely was a good battle. I made some missed predictions there. Now, this is the last game for this episode, guys. I hope you guys Completely enjoyed it. Make sure that you guys tell me your MVP for this episode and who you think it is going to be for the next episode for the rest of the week, since we have 3 more episodes to go for next week. No, 2 more episodes to go for next week. So here he's gonna end up leading off with that fucking Smeargle. We're gonna go into Made in China. Now we're gonna go Fake Out. First move, Fake Out. Now he's gonna try and put us to sleep right after that. We're gonna switch into a Abomasnow and then fire off a Blizzard, I believe. Actually, we'll probably fire off an Earthquake. There's nothing levitating. But he's definitely going to end up going for a Spore here. Actually, it'd probably be smarter for him to go for Dark Void, but I don't see him carrying Dark Void. He goes for Sticky Web. Wow. So we're just going to Mega Evolve and go for a Blizzard. I don't see him switching. I see him trying to go for a setup kind of move and Baton Pass it. But I don't really see what he's going to Baton Pass into. Maybe he'll go into the Pinsir, but it'd be weird to set up so early. It's not the beginning of the end of Black and White 2 or the beginning of X and Y. So Smeargle really isn't going to do very much right now. Although it's very, very hard to predict it's set that Sticky Web really doesn't hurt us all that bad. And he just Stealth Rocks. Okay. So pretty much we can take any hit unless it's the Bisharp. That's probably the only thing that could fuck us up so bad that we need to switch out. The Bisharp definitely fucks us up. The Ferrothorn really isn't going to do very much. It might Gyro Ball, but it's going to be faster than us. And it looks like he's not really sure what he's going to do. He goes into the Ferrothorn. So we are going to EQ. And he Toxic us. We take 21% out of him. We're going to switch right out into Made in China. I feel like this dude's going to pretty much be set up here. We're going to Rapid Spin these rocks away and then get in Joker so that way we can trick this thing. Because if this thing does have the Rocky Helmet, it'd be really, really cool to actually come out and get a Rocky Helmet Gengar, and something will get fucked up. Most likely that Bisharp or the Pinsir, especially if they're not thinking about it. Trick normally isn't used on Gengar from what I've seen, so it's just a nice little trick Joker has behind its back. So we're going to switch right out into Joker here. He's not really paying attention to what I'm doing. He's just going for what he sees, which is what a lot of the lower tier people make the mistake of, and they just don't really pay attention. Okay, he sets back up Stealth Rocks. So it just makes it easier for me to spin them away again after I kill you. I think this thing's leftovers. Yeah, it's leftovers. Okay, so he Gyro Balls, and we've tricked him our Black Sludge. So now we switch into Paul, because he's going to Gyro Ball again, and he's not going to expect this switch. Actually, we're going to switch into Goma, because then we can actually fire back with an answer, and he's probably going to switch into Tentacruel, and we'll Earth Power. Why he would stay in here, I don't know, so let's Earth Power and expect the Tentacruel to come in after we get rid of the Tentacruel. Then we can set up our Stealth Rocks. But by far, this is definitely the move to make, because he's not really going to expect it, and Earth Power is going to hit him okay, but it'll knock out the Tentacruel from full. That's the only thing I could see him doing, is switching into Tentacruel, because he expects me to Fire Blast or Flamethrower here to try and cover his weakness. Either that or something's going down, which really wouldn't be that smart of an idea. He could go out into Pinsir before I set up Stealth Rocks, but I don't really see him doing that. It's really, really early to set up. And he goes into the Tentacruel like I expected. Now this thing does have, I think, 328. We're at 278. We're not outspeeding him, so we actually have to switch here, and he's going to end up going for a water move. So let's switch right out into Paul. Paul can fuck him up too. Paul. So right here, we're going to end up going for a Psyshock as soon as he comes out and makes his choice. He could go for Toxic Spikes here, which would be a shitty ass luck for us. And he just goes for a Scald. So we're going to... We could either go for the ballsy play and switch right into Made in China, which is what I'm going to do, because he's going to expect me to Psyshock here. So going out into Made in China is my best choice here, because then I can spin away these hazards, and he'll probably end up going into Klefki, maybe Bisharp. Oh, he goes right back out into Ferrothorn. We're going to Rapid Spin. Actually, there's no real reason for me to go for Rapid Spin here, other than just consistently taking damage. We do have to get rid of this thing, and quite fast. But here we're going to end up knocking out the Tentacruel if he makes the same switch. So Earth Power by far is our best choice, unless he actually thinks of what he's doing. But there's nothing really that can take an Earth Power, and another Earth Power will finish off the Ferrothorn. So it was good to keep this thing in, I guess, because he got Leech Seed damage off on us. But even with Leech Seed, it's not going to save him, so it's going to kill him off. He's got almost 2 minutes, just a little bit over 2 minutes to make his choice. So what Pokemon do you guys want me to use for the next couple episodes after this one? Hopefully we get a win here. We are sitting at 0-2 with this team, which really fucking sucks. But I really like this team. I misplayed 2 or 3 plays, I think. And that's just me trying to play ahead of the people that aren't really playing ahead of me. So I don't really expect him to make a switch here. I think he's going to let Ferrothorn go down, even though I still have my spinner up, which is really kind of a bad choice on his end. And he looks like he's going to try and Timer Stall us, which gives us the win if he doesn't make a choice. He's down to 1.5 minutes now, which really fucking sucks because I got to get this done. I guess a minute really isn't that long to sit here and talk, but whatever. So, with my upcoming birthday, which is the 24th of January, I'm going to put out, I think, 2 videos on that day. I'll have 2 of these ready to go up. I think it is on a Saturday, which is my guess, actually. I think it's on a Saturday. But I'm going to look right now, and then I will tell you guys. Calendar. So it is on a Sunday, so there will be an Around the Stakes out, and one of these will be my special video that I will put out for it. So you guys do have that to look forward to. Right now I'm going to try and keep 1 video up a day, but what I may do is do 2 or 3 different sessions with this. I'll do 2 or 3 sessions with one team, and then switch a tier, and then come back to OU, and then do a different tier, and just do it that way until I get the league up and running and stuff like that. Just to see how other Pokemon do and what I want to try out and what I want to use in the league and stuff like that. Another thing I may do is something similar to... Oh, fuck. This thing is going to fuck us up, I think, with a Sucker Punch. So I'm going to go for a Trick Room. Although it's not really going to affect it unless it only has knockoff. But this thing's definitely going to fuck us up. But Trick Room's definitely our play here. I do plan on doing like individual Pokemon that work good in draft formats and how it can be used on Pokemon Showdown and stuff like that. And the different ways you're actually able to use something. And he only seems to have knockoff, which is surprising. So we're going to go for a Tri-Attack here, and this could kill him. It's definitely a roll, because we did 49% last time. That 2% more, I don't know if it was a high roll or a low roll, but could kill him. It's about 20-30% chance, and he sucker punches. So here we really kind of have one choice, and that is to go into Mega Tree, where we have 3 turns to pretty much do whatever we possibly can to this thing. And our first choice is definitely to go for Ice Shard and see if he tries to go for something other than knockoff, because I think Sucker Punch will probably do at least 40%, maybe 50. It could knock us out, but I think it's going to do 40 or 50%, and we should be around 10% left. I'm really wondering what this Ice Shard damage-wise is going to do, and we do 14%. And okay, so we are actually, I think it's because of the Trick Room, but we're technically faster right now, which is really, really nice. And we may be able to kill this thing off before the Trick Room goes away. If he was smart right now, what he would do is switch to knockoff. And he goes for Iron Head. Okay, so the next turn will kill him pretty much. We do have to let something go down. And I think that's going to end up being made in China. Actually, we don't. We're going to fake out here and kill it right off because nothing's going to outspeed us. We're in a higher priority bracket. I think it's priority 6 compared to Ice Shard and stuff like that. And he saves it. Wow. Okay. So we're going to rapid spin away these rocks just because I need to get Goma in here so that way he can fire off some fire blasts and set up some rocks so that way we don't have to deal with that Mega Pinsir without anything. And holy shit, this dude really needs to stop stalling. It's really, really driving me nuts. And we're going to Sucker Punch and just hit this thing as hard as we possibly can before we go down. He already outspeeds us and stuff like that. So what the fuck? Okay, that was a weird play. And we're going to close combat then and just let ourselves go down. He sets up spikes with the Prankster. This team is really, really fucking weird. And he's just trying to get a whole bunch of status off on me when he could kill me. So we are going to go straight out into Goma. Who knows? That Made in China definitely could be important in the end, but we don't really know yet. But this thing won't be able to do anything to Goma, and on the switch we'll end up setting up our Stealth Rocks, and here is the Pinsir. We need to go for Fire Blast right here, because he's going to Mega. I'll go ballsy and go Fire Blast, because if I don't, this Pinsir kills me. If I do and it switches into the Tentacruel, there's not much I really can do. It'll probably do like 30%, and he EQs us because he outspeeds us. Okay guys, I guess we are going to go 0-3 today, which really, really fucking sucks. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always guys, this has been your boy Iconic Below. We'll see you next time.